Today, lawyers spoke in court, giving their closing remarks on this 2-week trial. Here's a recap of the last few days. On day 10, the county's medical examiner took the stand and once again made George Floyd's cause of death clear. It was not the prior drug use or the pre-existing heart conditions, or even the carbon monoxide poisoning from his car. It was the action of being pinned to the ground for 9.5 minutes that ended his life. Days later, Dr. David Fowler spoke for Mr. Chauvin and argued that he in fact died from drug use and cardiac arrhythmia. He even went further with his theory and gave his professional opinion to suggest his death not be labeled as a homicide, but as, quote, undetermined. To combat this, prosecutors had to bring back Dr. Tobin, who had previously testified, to reiterate to the jury that this was not his true cause of death. On day 14, Mr. Chauvin invoked his Fifth Amendment right, meaning that he would not take the stand to speak in his own defense. Today, prosecutors spent their time in court to re-emphasize their points from throughout the trial, and both sides did not hold back. Prosecutors used charts and diagrams, making it extremely clear that they believe Derek Chauvin is at fault for George Floyd's death. Prosecutors also made sure to show a distinction in their charges. They were extremely clear that this was not a, quote, anti-police prosecution, and that they viewed the Minneapolis police as separate entities from the former officer Chauvin. The defense stuck to their main themes of the trial. They wanted to remind jurors that they think George Floyd created a large threat to Chauvin's safety, that he was acting within his training, that Floyd died from drug use, and that the large surrounding crowd of people during the incident acted as a distraction to Chauvin. Jurors are now left to deliberate over the 3 charges given to Chauvin, who has pleaded not guilty. This means that the jury must give a unanimous verdict on each of the 3 charges being second-degree unintentional murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. It is predicted that he could face 12.5 years in prison for each of the murder charges, and for the manslaughter charge, roughly 4 years. Ultimately, it is the judge who decides the actual length of sentence.